So Prakash, thanks very much for joining us on ET Now. You have struck a extremely interesting deal in the technology-backed broking space. 5paisa is getting investments from marquee investors like Ward Ferry and Fairfax. Talk to us more about this transaction. And I gather even promoters are putting money in the form of warrants.
Yeah. So thank you very much for having me on your show. Yeah, we have been wanting to raise capital for some time, and somewhere in October we took the shareholder approval to go ahead with raising capital formalities. So now we have concluded the deal, and we'll be taking again this to the shareholders for their approval. But this is approximately $34 million is what we are raising, around 250 crores. Of that, around 190 crores will come from Fairfax, Ward Ferry. Ward Ferry will be the largest investor in that, followed by Fairfax and Rimco India. There's also around 60 crores of investment which will be done by promoter and promoter group. And the 190 crore that is coming is a part of the preferential allotment, and the 60 crore will be warrants put in by promoters. So that's how the deal will be.
Sure. Prakash, if you could also help us understand with this new transaction coming in, how are the valuations of the company being pegged at? And because you must have participated in those conversations, what are the metrics on which the company was valued at?
So the entire deal will happen at 500 rupee per share, which is approximately 70-75% premium than what the current market price is. So basically, it was looking at, if you typically see the tech companies, they're valued at anywhere between 4 to 5 times of sales to around 7 to 8 times of sales or 10 times of sales. So that's broad discussion which happened that how to value this company. So post the fundraise, the value on which the shares are being purchased will be approximately 1,300 crores. The current market price and the current market cap of the company is around 740-750 crores. So basically it is, and if you look at our 9-month revenue, it's around 144 crores. So annualized basis, it will be somewhere in the range of 6 to 7, 8x kind of price to your top line to enterprise value.
Congratulations, you managed to get good value, and that too from marquee names who are very valuation conscious, I would say. So it's an endorsement of sorts as far as the company is concerned. Let's talk about, for a moment, the operational performance. Your sector overall, technology-backed brokerages space, I wouldn't call it low cost or zero brokerage. All of that is one part of it. It is witnessing high growth.
Absolutely.
How is your own company witnessing in terms of monthly additions, and what are you focusing on as far as your own USP is concerned for 5paisa?
As you rightly said, absolutely. Right from the start of COVID last year in the March, the broking industry, the demat account growth in India has been the highest in last so many years. So everyone knows that broking is a cyclical business. After almost like 3 to 4 years of very dull period with practically no returns, and suddenly there was a huge opportunity in market. And what has happened is that it has come at a time when discount broking companies like us were making inroads into tier 2, tier 3, and then new age millennials who wanted to invest. And suddenly with COVID, millions of people came and wanted to invest. And that has actually led to the growth in the demat, and only a very handful of few people cornering that market, which is almost 75% of the incremental demat account is cornered by 4 to 5 players only. And that is what will also continue. For ourselves, we almost saw 180% growth in our customer acquisition. We acquired close to 7 lakh customers from March to January. So we ourselves saw a huge growth, both in terms of revenue, also in terms of customer addition. And I think it is here to stay. May not, the euphoria that happened last year may not be, but the growth is definitely here to stay. And with the fundraise, we intend to be in the top 2, top 3 in this particular field.
Right. Prakarsh, you would not want to remain a discount brokering company alone going forward. Otherwise, you have a chance of getting trapped into the commodity cycle kind of a business. And you may not be very different from many others who are also running hard in the same direction as you. How would you like to develop your business model or differentiate going forward?
So Ajay, right from the start, we were always very clear and focused that we will not just be a discount broker, but we will be a digital financial platform. We will provide every financial solution which can be end-to-end consumed digitally, which is without human intervention and without paperwork. So that has been our core philosophy from the start, and we stuck to that even now. And if you see, we started with broking, we added mutual funds. We also now are an NBFC. We do peer-to-peer lending, so that was a natural extension. We also launched other products. We just in September last year we launched our international investing, where Indian citizens can invest abroad. And obviously that route was always available, but now it has been made more seamless and very easy. So these are the few things that we want to venture into and spread our bouquet of products, so that we don't not just attract customers for broking, but we also try and satisfy all their needs. Insurance is one of the other product that we're looking for. So broadly, we will be a financial marketplace rather than just being a discount broker.
Right. Prakarsh, how are the blended yields? What's the outlook on blended yields as going forward more and more fee-based income gets attached to your business? 3 to 5 year picture, what is it looking like in terms of your operating margins or profitability?
See, I think if you talk about yields in terms of brokerage, then I think we are already at rock bottom. Despite so many players in the market, going below what is right now is very difficult, purely because of the costs which are involved, the compliance, the regulatory changes. So the yield on the revenue side, I don't see going down. The advantage of technology business is that when you achieve a scale, you can really look at a good EBITDA with the scale, because then your costs are absolutely fixed and you don't incur incremental cost with incremental customers coming in. So I see that the yields is not going to go further down from here on. A few bips here and there, it's okay, but I don't see a large dip there. And over a period of time, with proper investment in technology and using technology to do business, I think the margins will improve over a period of time.
So what range are we talking about? Possible range next 3 years?
It's very difficult, but typically, I'm not talking about our business, but typically technology business are 50-60% kind of an EBITDA margin. So that can be achieved, but we have to also consider that broking is a very hyper competitive business. And despite the entire bull run that we saw, I still feel that there's a huge room in terms of growth, which is available, and not just for one, but at least 4-5 players. So there's a large market to tap. So for some time, I think it's not prudent to look at how the margins will be. But what is more important is that what is the growth that you're targeting, both in terms of revenue, top line, and also in terms of customer acquisition.
So that was my second question. If 50% margin is conceivable and targetable, what kind of growth on the top line front, what kind of runway of opportunity do you see?
So it will be difficult for me to put in terms of numbers, and especially our results are just a week around, so it won't be right for me to put any number there. But I can see that as a broking, as an industry, as a space, it has got immense potential. I mean, that has been spoken about for decades, but somehow the potential was not tapped. I think today we are at, not just today, for last 1.5 year, 2 years, if you see, we are absolutely in a right sweet spot where there is a demand. There are people who want to invest. The other alternatives are going considerably down in terms of returns on investment. And then you have a smartphone and an interconnectivity where you can easily come on the capital market platform, be it any product. So I think it's a right time, and there's a huge opportunity. To put a number, any number on this kind of growth will be conservative in my idea.
Wow, that itself gives us an idea. We do have your historic numbers. we can take our own, estimate on how it will grow from here on. Thank you very much, Prakash, and congratulations once again for getting in marquee investors. Good luck to you for your business going forward.
Thank you very much.